Look at this like super bro-y shirt. What's going on, everybody? It's Q&A time. So anyway, I did a Q&A post on my Instagram and I said, hey, ask me some questions. Actually, I have no idea what I said. This is what I said. Bing! So I drank a lot of wine and I'm ready to do this video. We're gonna have so much fun. Does it seem dark in here in you? Okay, so let's go through some of these questions. Also want to say, thank you guys so much for being so nice. Y'all are amazing. Like, no bad question. I feel like I was scrolling through and I couldn't find one mean one. So I love you guys. Y'all are so awesome. And on top of a Q&A, not to mention, we're gonna do some tattoos. This company, Ink Day, sent these to me. This is not sponsored or anything. They just sent me a bunch of them. And they sent me some cool ones. So I want to do like a shoulder starting of a sleeve thing. And this is gonna be cool. We're gonna do it while I answer your questions that you're all dying to know. All right, let me get stuff to do a tattoo. I'll be right back. Pretty confident this is gonna be like my 90th shirtless video in a row, but no one's complaining. I've never had any tattoos and these last a while. These are like couple weeks. So let's see what they look like and let's read the instructions. Make sure the skin is clear and dry. Well, I mean, always dry skin, right? Slowly remove the clear protective sheet. Oh, so I need to align these up. So you've got this thing, and I want that to be like on the shoulder. Does that look good if I do something like that? There's gonna be this one big glob conglomeration of tattoos up here. First question, M. in Cole. What did you want to be when you were a kid? Actually, when I was in 7th grade, I interviewed an optometrist. So I went back and forth between chef, optometrist, some other kind of doctor. And when I was really small, I wanted to cook and be a chef. I used to make this thing called fattening ribs where I would just fry butter and bread in a pan and feed it to my family. Because we're gonna start with the big guy right here. And then it says soak it in a wet rag. We got a wet rag. All right, next question. Do you like Mariah Carey? I was gonna try and sing it. I can't do any whistle tones, but yes, love Mariah Carey. Oh my God, I'm gonna move. Is this gonna mess up? Did you have a hard time adjusting to working a routine day job after graduating from college? Yes, it's hard. When you're in college, you're in high school, it's like, yeah, maybe I do some homework and then afterwards maybe I have to study a little bit. And I mean, optometry school, I had to study a lot, but at least it was on my own time and I could go sit in a Starbucks and do it. After I graduated, it was like somebody sitting there telling you, you gotta be here and you gotta be working these hours a day and you have to take this time off. And that's the thing, like summer vacation, you don't get those anymore. That's crazy. How old were you when you had your first relationship? I was 16 with a guy, I'm sure you mean. And it was hidden, it was very quiet. I'm 19 and still haven't been one. It kind of makes me feel like crap. Hey, take your time, right? Don't rush into anything. Don't be with somebody you don't want to be with. Enjoy yourself. You're actually probably gonna be the better one because you're gonna be able to spend time with yourself and enjoy that company. And then when somebody comes along and can do that with you, man, it's gonna be a power couple. Just take your time, don't worry about yourself, okay? What's your favorite hiking trail in Colorado? Lost Creek Wilderness in Colorado is really fun, go check that out. I saw your Clair de Lune story. How old were you when you learned to play the piano? I was in college and I never really learned. I just sat down in one of the rooms and started playing, so never too late. Things we can I don't know the words. Let's see what this looks like. Oh man, I messed it up. Oh no, I didn't. That looks good. Oh, it looks kind of hot. Yes! Yeah, definitely looks good. All right, so let's do the next one. I'm thinking I want that to kind of be like the sun, right? So then I'm gonna put the trees there. All right, next question. What is on your bucket list? Good question. I wanna go to Italy. I wanna go to Iceland and see the Northern Lights. I'd love to go to Alaska and see whales. And then there's so many other things, but those are in the foreseeable future. I think it'd be really cool to start some kind of organization or foundation for the LGBT people. Acting now, I don't know if you guys knew that, but I've been in acting classes and have been in some small things, and I would love to act in some kind of LGBT or fantasy film or something like that. If I could be a gay Harry Potter, that's a bucket list kind of thing for me. Gay Game of Thrones, a gay character in Game of Thrones. Not necessarily have to be gay, but I want to represent our community, right? Do you want to get married someday, or do you not want to settle down? You know, I think about how much my tastes have changed over the last couple of years. I used to really want to get married and have children as soon as I could. Now I'm kind of like, I want to focus on my career and work on my personal life and my career instead of those things. So at this moment, no, I don't want to get married or settle down, but I know that one day in the future, I think that's something that I want. What's the tea with Ryan, sis? Speak of the devil. Like I said, I'm at the stage where I want to dedicate my life to somebody that much. I'm traveling a lot. I have a lot of work that I'm working on. It would be irresponsible for me to try and dedicate my time to someone else because I don't have that time to dedicate. Ryan's in the same situation. Honestly, I love Ryan. Ryan's the closest person I've ever been with, and he still is. I will continue to be around and spend time with Ryan and do whatever else Ryan and I want to do. We're just not needing that kind of dedicated commitment in order to say that we're still together. We get along very well and we enjoy each other's company, so we're gonna do that. And if Ryan started dating someone or if something else came up for him, I'd be happy for him. But yeah, just kind of going with the flow and not putting any labels on anything. I think that's the way to do it. Just be honest and talk to each other about what you have expectations about, and that's usually all that matters. Would you ever be a full-time YouTuber? It kind of feels like I am, but I'm not. You mean like post a video 5 days a week or that's my only job? I definitely could, but I love optometry. I love seeing patients. Maybe one day I would do that if I got tired of seeing patients, but I don't see it happening anytime soon. All right, these are great questions, you guys. How did you find a job that allows you to travel? I actually made this job. I ended up getting lucky and meeting someone that works for the company that I work for, and they were having this program that has it had this one type of way that it was running where they used a doctor from all these different locations. And I said, hey, what if you had one doctor that traveled to all of these locations? And they were like, it's gonna be very expensive to do. Then I said it might be a lot more dependable. We looked into it and it ended up working out. So I get to travel a lot for it. I'm the only one right now. It's still in development. It's still, I'm not even allowed to talk about a lot of the process of it, but I just got very lucky and worked really hard to develop this position. What has been the prime of your life? Graduating optometry school was the best day of my life ever. All my friends and family were there. I was getting recognized for all of this hard work that I had done, getting doctor in front of my name. Best day of my life. It was so much fun. What's one thing you always do as soon as you wake up? I'm one of those people that as soon as I get out of bed, I have to brush my teeth and shower. I actually brush my teeth in the shower. I hate that like stale hair feeling that it feels like it's stuck in one place and my breath smells bad. I always have to shower. Is that normal? I don't even know. What do you geek out on? If you don't know me very well, 1, I'm a big hot tub guy. I will sit in hot tubs all day, every day. 2, video games. Minecraft, World of Warcraft, League of Legends, Kingdom Hearts, StarCraft, Diablo. All of those games. I don't really like shooter games, play on a desktop computer, and I've done it since I was very young. RuneScape, oh my God, I was a huge RuneScape kid. Also Game of Thrones. But I don't think that's geeking out, it's mainstream now. Everybody loves Game of Thrones. But I'm a Daenerys fan if you were asking. If you could date one famous person, who would it be? Doesn't matter if he's intimate or not. Nick Jonas, probably? Nick Jonas. Pietro Baselli. Nick Jonas or who's taller? Well, it doesn't really matter. Who's nicer? Who's the sweeter person? Either Nick Jonas or Pietro Baselli. I don't know them personally, but as far as looks go, one of those two guys. Have you ever had sexual relations with a girl, or would you ever have sexual relations with a girl? I have, when I was younger, and not again. I wouldn't do it again. Do you have any fitness advice? Small changes so that you'll stick with it. Cut something easy and small to cut out and then work from there. Okay, so we kinda got some trees there. They got a little bit whomped, but you can kind of see that they were intended to be trees. Okay, so I've got my little tiger, so get him wet. Any plans to move back to Denver in the future? Yes, one day, I would love to. It's my favorite place that I've ever lived so far. I haven't lived that many places, but I love the nature. I love that I can get out and be away from everybody and everything for long periods of time. I would love to go back. Why did you want to be an optometrist, and how was the schooling experience? Eyes were the coolest part of the body to me, and then the rest of the medical field didn't really interest me. So it's a lot of fun. It's a very respected profession. I get to be in the medical field without all of the scary surgery, blood work, and that kind of stuff. Great to help people too. It's an easy way for me to help people. And you know, eyes had a big change on me when I was a kid. I wore glasses since I was like 5, so it was a huge impact on my life, and I'm glad I get to make that impact on other people, you know? What is your favorite ice cream flavor? Rocky Road. Have you lost any patients because of YouTube? No, actually I've gained a lot of patients from YouTube. A lot of my patients that knew me before they knew my YouTube still love me afterwards and encourage me. Even my boss encourages me. I've never had a problem with it. Hi, Andrew Goes Places. I just want to let you know that you inspire me every time I watch your videos. Much love. What a sweet comment. Thank you so much. I love you too. Garrett, any advice for gay high school students? You know, it gets better. I know everybody tells you that it's gonna get so much better, but I don't feel like my gay life even began until I was 18, or maybe even a little bit older than that. You become more comfortable with yourself, the people that know you and are around you become more comfortable, and it just gets so much easier. Just work really hard in school, progress yourself, and try not to worry about what other people think. Okay, kind of a deep one. What's your biggest insecurity? A big insecurity of mine is that I have no talent, or that I'm boring. I feel like I'm trash, or I'm from the South. That's something that always comes back to me. I feel like when I'm talking to very educated people, a lot of the times I feel like I am just this Southern, boring gay guy and I have no reason to relate. And then sometimes when I'm talking to other gay men, I feel like I'm just boring and the only reason people look at me is because of how I look. Those are just my insecurities, and I know that they're just insecurities because all the time I tell myself, I'm smart, I got where I've gotten, and I'm very, very successful, but it's very hard to get past. We all think of those things. And then I even look in the mirror and have body dysmorphia too, and think about parts that I should change and work on, and force myself to go to the gym or eat differently because I'm worried about how I'm gonna look. We all have insecurities and they're normal. Just make sure you recognize them, talk about them, and work on them, okay? Let's check on this little guy. Ooh, yeah, he looks good. So this is gonna be like a landscape kind of thing is how I'm feeling. Oh, this is gonna be good. All right, let's get him wet and then 30 seconds, okay. Favorite curse word? Avada Kedavra. No, cruciatus. Have you ever tried to learn any foreign language? If not, would you like to? Let's see. Hablo un poquito español para mi trabajo. I would love to learn more. I'd love to learn more Spanish. And any other language, I would love that. That would be great. Also, my accent I've heard is really bad. Necesita sus lentes del sol, te protego sus ojos del sol. What is your favorite show and why? Adventure Time, hands down. It's got a lot of lessons in it. I love watching it. It's beautiful. It's so well thought out. Adventure Time's a great show. Followed by Schitt's Creek. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Hilarious, hysterical, best show in the world. It's on Netflix. Go watch it. Not promoted. I would love to promote them. I want to be on that show. Tell them to cast me for that show, you guys. Top or bottom, and do you bareback? I mean, it's 2019. Is anyone top or bottom these days? Isn't everybody verse? Is this question even relevant anymore? You know, just depends on the person, I guess, right? Wear protection, consider taking PrEP, okay? That's the medication that can prevent, or at least reduce your risk of catching HIV. How tall are you? I am like 6'1.5". My doctor says 6'1", but I always say 6 foot. All right, ready? Oh my gosh, you guys. This is what we got so far. I'm liking it. I think it's kind of sexy. We got one more tattoo here. I've got a bird. So I think I'm gonna put the bird maybe like, oops, maybe like here. Yeah, let's do the bird there. So this one says, I'm surrounded by so many wonderful and loving friends, yet I feel lonely. Any thoughts? Everyone feels lonely, okay? That is not abnormal. I feel lonely all the time. You just have to find something that you like doing during those times that you're feeling lonely that occupy your time, okay? Personally, playing piano helps for me. Watching my favorite shows or playing video games is something I love to do. You have friends and they're there, but they even feel lonely. You just have to make sure that you're doing something that you like. Being productive, start a YouTube channel, write, blog. There's all kinds of things that you can do when you're feeling lonely. Honestly, I think it's actually boredom that we're feeling. You get FOMO, and social media makes you think that everyone else is out having a good time, but they are not, okay? A lot of those people that are out posting these pictures in places that they wish they were, or places they are, actually wishing that they were home laying in their PJs watching Game of Thrones just like you are. Just remember, if you're feeling lonely, everyone else is too, okay? Can you have visible tattoos as an optometrist? Or arm tattoos? Hope so. I could. I'm sure I could. I'm sure my patients wouldn't care. Personally, I think that I wouldn't like that. I don't like the idea of anything being permanent. That kind of scares me. I guess maybe that's one of my insecurities is permanence. But I'm sure that there are doctors that have tattoos that are on their arms. Permanent ones, not temporary ones like I'm the weekly doing. Are you going to be getting a P.O. box soon? I have some stuff I've been waiting to send you. I am working on a P.O. box within the next couple of weeks. Keep an eye out on my Instagram or on my next YouTube video. I'll talk about it. That's so sweet of you to think to send me stuff. You can still get t-shirts if you want merch. They're listed on my YouTube link down below. That's another way to support me if you want to do that. My question is, where did you get the canvases from your video called Butt Pic? So these canvases there. So I got those prints, the prints right here, from Instagram. His name is Thomas Donaldson Art. I just reached out to him and said I wanted to buy some, and he said, all right, here's how it works. He was amazing, he helped me out, and he'll help you out too. Go reach out to him, tell him I sent you too. I'm sure he'll help you out even more. They're beautiful photos, and he has so many different things that he can do. This one says, Dylan, I miss him. Boxers or briefs? I go back and forth. Last week, I was only wearing boxers, or boxer briefs. No one wears boxers anymore. Last week I was only wearing boxer briefs. This week I'm back to wearing briefs, so. Hey, change it up, wear whatever you want. All right, let's see what this one looks like, I guess. All right, well, I forgot to take the plastic off of that last one, so she ended up not staying. So this is what we get. This is what we end up with here. What do you guys think? Do I look good with tattoos? Definitely not this tattoo. But I kinda like it. I wanna say, I mean, hey, whatever, it's kinda cute. Oh, if I wore a tank top, maybe it would be cute. Oh my God, I'm gonna wear a tank top to the gym tonight. Everyone's gonna be able to see it. So I want to thank Ink Days for sending these to me. They didn't pay me or anything. They just said, hey, if you want to do these, do it. And I thought that would be a funny idea, so thanks guys. Thank you to everyone that sent a question in. I hope I answered them. I do these every 6 months or so if I didn't answer it this time, please do it next time. Or comment in the comment below. Sometimes I can respond to those. DMs on Instagram, Andrew Goes Places, follow me there. Leave a thumbs up on the video if you like this video. Subscribe if you don't already. Remember, never stop learning. Yeah. Look at that lion. Rah, rah.